Hi, my name is Christina Corbisiero. I am a senior marketing and English double major with a minor in women and gender studies, and I am the current president of Providence College Television. I joined PCTV beginning of my freshman year, so fall 2018, after seeing their YouTube videos and like the dorm video one. And so I came to my first meeting and immediately got told that I was going to film that Saturday for the PCTV's Got Talent video. And then I kind of stuck with it because I wanted to learn more about the creative process and make videos that really reflect Providence College. And then my sophomore year got cut short, unfortunately, because of COVID. But I was in a few videos then. And then due to the hiatus of like pandemic and all that, senior year I got put in the role of president, and I decided that I wanted to make the club big again. Like I wanted to give students on campus an opportunity to film videos that reflect the PC community, as I said earlier, and I really hope I did that this year. So in my time as president, I think about 40 videos will be posted my senior year, which is absolutely crazy, and I'm not in a lot of them because I kind of was more behind the scenes this year because we had to rebuild the club in many ways, but I'll get into that later. But I learned how to use the 4K cameras this year. I help at the editing process. I kind of am the communication between the club and the school when it comes to buying new cameras, getting new merch, anything that we really need, I help provide it. And so I only got to be on camera towards the end, and then I also was behind the camera for all the 50 Years of Women videos. So the 50 Years of Women project was something I wanted to do from the beginning of the school year, but because there was so much work to rebuild the club and get a base of like new members and new people for the exec board, it kind of took a backseat for a while. But there's so many events up on campus that celebrate the 50 Years of Women. But as a second semester senior, myself and Colleen decided that we wanted to try to put the effort into making videos that showcase women on campus. So I reached out to many student leaders and many faculty and staff members because I think having on the YouTube channel some people that reflect the community is really important, and giving the platform to people who wouldn't have had that during their time at PC is really important. Not everyone gets the opportunity to like speak in front of crowds or anything like that, and I think it was a good chance to interview people who have made a difference on this campus, that being from being the president of AfroAm to working in the archives and making the whole 50 Years of Women like noticeable. So, and also my professors. I got to interview some of my favorite professors, which those are women that have made my experience what it was at PC. It was just really important to me to showcase women's stories and hopefully that if there's one PC student or one future PC student that watches the videos and is like, oh, I want to meet that person or I want to be part of that club, then I did my job, and I think that was really important. So I went to a all-girls high school where I had leadership positions. So being at PC was a different world for me. I'm the first woman president of the club since 2019, I believe, and so there's definitely a way of taking over a club that has been previously run by other people and trying to make it my own. So being a women leader during the 50 Years of Women celebration at PC was awesome because I got to speak to so many other women in my position to like make decisions for the club that will affect years and years later. We even find like constitutions and books and rules from past presidents. So I knew how important that it was to be a leader this year because my legacy is gonna continue on in the future. But as a woman in general, I think it's important to make that name for myself in something for film and media. So something where women's stories are still being told and being heard. And I think that's something that was important for me as a women leader, is to showcase women's stories, and along with trying to showcase everyone's stories at PC. But I felt there's more emphasis on that because I feel like the channel had really reflected women on campus before. So I have many favorite memories throughout the years, but yeah. I think my senior year has been one of my favorite years in this club because I got to help make a new exec board that is going to take this club to new heights, I believe. I got the opportunity to put sophomores and freshmen onto the exec board, and they'll be in position for 2 more years. And I got to give them some guidance about things that I've learned in my time here. So like doing PC in Hollywood, giving them connections to alumni that I met, kind of setting them up for anything that they need so that they can really fulfill an experience with media. But some of my favorite memories is just how, since the exec board was 10 people this semester, it was so fun just being in the room and like going back and forth and talking about ideas and watching old videos and seeing people who are passionate about the club. Because after a 2-year hiatus, it was hard to find people who are passionate about PCTV, and seeing that passion start up again was awesome. And just silly moments, if it's like editing or just being in the room and someone's having a rough day, and just being together and being able to meet people of all ages in an actual real setting after the pandemic was really cool and awesome. So today is May 13th, and I don't have a job lined up, which is gonna be real about that because I feel like there's such a pressure to have everything figured out when you are a graduate. And I don't have things figured out, and that's cool. I'm in the job process. I want to get an MFA in creative writing, but in 10 years from now, if I'm one of those people that have many visions and many ideas of what I want to do, so I want to be a storyteller. So in 10 years, I hope I'll have a novel published or short stories or anything like that. Hopefully I'm still involved in film in some way, if it's at a media company or if it's making short films or even making silly YouTube videos with my friends at age 30. As long as I'm pursuing something that I care about and I love, I think I'll be happy, and hopefully having an MFA or a job would be nice. Yeah, and then as for the club, I hope in 5 or 10 years that there are videos that people are proud of. I'm so proud of the work I've done. I wish I had more time a little bit as a leader because the work that has been done this year has been so incredible. And I think it's only gonna get better. I think that I hope to see the entire club knowing how to use the cameras, that they know how to edit. Everyone is equipped with the basic knowledge of how to make a video. I hope to see parents and students commenting, oh, this was a great video, or the views being more than like 80 views per video. I hope to see like people caring about telling stories at PC and then taking that beyond. So that's what I hope for 10 years. I hope that PCTV is a recognized name on campus and that people are proud of what they do and proud of the work that they make in the club. So I have many women that I look up to, but I think someone who has made a huge impact on me in the last year was Gloria Jean, who is a women's studies professor at PC. Gloria Jean to me is such an inspirational woman. She is so fun. She comes into class with such an energy about her. If that's her talking about her cats or coming in like fuzzy Birkenstocks and telling us about her day, or her least favorite country and her most favorite country, or she really gets people involved, and she is one of the professors at PC that really allowed me to have a voice in my class. Every time I raise my hand, it feels like she's waiting for me to, like, everything I'm saying is important. Even if it's me making a silly joke, or if we're talking about young adult literature and I say something that's completely wrong, she makes me feel so heard. And I think that's important when a professor makes you feel heard. But she's also like such a fun person to be around. There's communities of women that I believe that inspire me every day. That being the women who were part of the Women Like the Way at PC, or when I hear the stories of women who were the first people to be on this campus, first women to be on the campus. I think, and in my life, I have so many friends that are going to do such great things, and when I get their texts that they got into grad school or medical school or law school or got the job they wanted, I know that they're so inspirational to me because then I have that support system. And of course I'm going to mention my mom because she has been my support system this entire 4 years. I've called her crying, I've called her with my accomplishments. I would love to say that there's one woman that inspires me, but I'm just constantly surrounded by women that make me want to be the best version of myself. I'll do like a little word of wisdom, I think, for prospective girl students, women students who want to come to PC is, when you come here, just completely find the things that you love and take hold of it. I love English, I became a double major. I wanted to study women's studies, I became a minor. You will find your people at the most weirdest times. If it's in the library or in your class or you're walking to Ray, or you meet people all the time, even it's on Eden Street. And if you have a passion, pursue it. Don't let anyone take that away from you. So if you like film, join PCTV, but there's so many other opportunities to make friends and do something you love. And I'm so glad that I've had the opportunity to be the president of PCTV for the 2021-2022 school year, because now I get to look back and have all my memories encapsulated, and I got to meet so many people, and I know the club is in really good hands, and it's because of all the work that everyone did with me this year.